What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and today we're going to be doing a spread for crystal diagnostics. If you work with tarot, then you probably work with crystals as well, and a lot of times we'll get a crystal and we're not sure exactly what to do with it, what it's come into our life for, and this is a great spread to use tarot to help us understand crystals. This is a spread that I picked up at eclectictarot.com. I'll put a link for it in the description. I don't want to take credit for any spreads that I didn't come up with, so I will put the link in there so you can see where it came from. And I gotta give props where props are due. This is a great spread that I use all the time. I use this whenever I get a new crystal, and it really gives me clarity on what the crystal wants to do, how it wants to work with me at this time. So let's get into it. I'm going to be using the Llewellyn Classic to demonstrate this spread to you guys, and it's a 4-card spread. It's very simple, and the first thing you're going to want to do is get centered and shuffle the cards and ask the question, how does this crystal want to work with me? So keep that question in your mind as you shuffle your cards. I like to think of the crystal, keep an image of the crystal in my mind while I shuffle. And what you could also do is hold the crystal in your hand. You could let the crystal spend some time with your deck, perhaps. I don't know, whatever you want to do, whatever feels right to you is what you should be doing. So let me just shuffle a few more times. I love to shuffle. I'm a big shuffler. I make sure these cards are good and mixed before I do any readings. I don't know, it's just me. And then my intuition will suddenly say, okay, that's enough. And then that's when I stop, which is probably now. So this is a 4-card spread, and we'll go through this step by step. We're going to read for this purple fluorite. Actually, there's some green fluorite in here as well, so I guess you would call it rainbow fluorite, but it's mostly deep dark purple. I love this crystal a lot, and we're gonna see, I haven't programmed this crystal yet, so we're gonna see how this crystal wants to work with me at this time. Alright, let's cut the deck. This is gonna be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I know that kind of cuts it off a little bit on this video, but that should do it right there. Okay, very good. Alright, so the first card is card number 1, and this is the energy of the crystal, the current energy, what the crystal is feeling at this time. Card number 2 is the gift or lesson that the crystal brings. Card number 3 is how the crystal should be programmed. And card number 4 is how to work with the crystal. So I'm going to do a little reading here. The first card we have here is the King of Wands, and this is the energy of the crystal. And this card is telling me that this crystal is very sure of itself. It knows what it wants. It's very ready to put action out into the world to get it. So this crystal is giving me the sense that it's a leader, and it's very sure of itself, and it knows what it wants, and it's very adamant about getting what it wants. This is a strong crystal, one that is not to be trifled with. You know, you're not going to program this crystal to do something it doesn't want to do, because it won't work with you. It's got its mind made up. And I think this might show that it's a little bit happy to be working with me, because we are on this path together, and I think that this crystal is happy to be on this path. So that first card gives you kind of a sense of where the crystal's at right now. The second card is the gift or lesson that this crystal brings. This is the Two of Pentacles. And I'm getting the sense that this crystal is telling me that though we may feel like we're juggling hardships, you know, with our daily lives, I think it's best to look at it like almost like it's a game, like it's fun to, you know, these hardships that pop up, they're enjoyable activities, right? They give us a challenge. And this crystal is saying that no challenge is so great that you have to worry and stress about it. It's a game. Treat it like a game and have fun, and be open about obstacles and how they affect you. Because if you're really rigid, if you look at any obstacle in your way is negative, then that's what it will be, and you're not going to be able to learn and grow from it. So I think this crystal's message is to take things a little bit lightly and to not worry so much about the small things. Okay, this third card is how the crystal wants to be programmed. If you don't know what that means, then I highly suggest you look up crystal programming. Yes, you can program crystals with your own intention. And we got the sun. And I get the sense that card is telling me that this crystal wants to bring light, bring joy, bring harmony, bring happiness to me, to its protector, to the person who's going to be working with the crystal. So I would say this card is generally pretty hard to read because you have to really use your intuition to decipher how exactly the crystal wants to be programmed. But I think this crystal wants to be programmed along the lines of raising optimism. So maybe if I program the crystal to remind me of all the things I'm thankful for, that would be a great way for this purple and green fluorite to interact with me. It wants me to be happy for the things I have. Going along with this message here that these little obstacles are not really obstacles; they're fun, exciting things. I think that goes hand in hand with the way it wants to be programmed, so that I don't really see these obstacles as something that is negative. I see them as optimistic chances to move forward. So this card wants to bring happiness and optimism to light here, and I think that's a great way to program it. This is the fourth card, and it's how to best work with this crystal. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here. And this card is telling me that I think I should use this crystal with a new project. I think this crystal wants to get up in the mix. It wants to get down and dirty with me. So I think it wants me to start something new and take it along with me. Take him along with me is what I think this card is saying. It wants to maybe a business venture, maybe exercise, going out into the forest and having fun with the exercising. But I get the sense that this crystal wants to work in a business sense or a project sense, a creative project maybe. And it wants to be involved in a creative project with me. So I think this is telling me that I would be best served to start something fun and exciting and new that is in alignment with my passions, and use this crystal once I've programmed it to come with me on this project, on this journey, and just be with me on it so that it can help me to remain optimistic and help me to stay positive, even if the small little bumps in the road come along trying to stop me. So that is the purple fluorite, and that is the crystal diagnostics spread. I hope you guys got something out of that. Be sure to go check out the thread where I got this spread to give props to the creator, because this is a great spread. I use it for all my crystals. I really do. And now I know how to program this crystal. He's been with me for a while, but I've never gotten around to programming it because I just wasn't really sure about how I wanted to work with me. But now I know. Now I know to program this guy to keep me optimistic when I start a new business project. So that's going to be cool. I can't wait to do that. And that is the crystal diagnostic spread. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section. I'm going to be coming out with more spreads in the future, and we're going to get down into it. And I'm just going to share as many spreads as I can to help you guys enhance your tarot readings. Okay, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys liked it. Leave a like if you did. Happy taroting. Peace.